Hi, everybody, and welcome to Talk to Rose. How's everybody doing tonight? On this show, we talk about everything going on in the world, good, bad, raggedy, and wonderful. And y'all already know what kind of week it's been. I really have high hopes for 2025, but they letting me down already.
Well,
What do you ladies think?
it's a shake your head year. It really is.
It really is. Hey, China. China said hello, you guys.
Hey China.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi
And hi,
Nikki.
Beverly.
Hey Beverly.
Yeah. So, Tia, can you hear us?
We can't hear you.
Okay. We can't
Are
hear
you
you, Tia. Tia, we can't hear you. Maybe she went somewhere. Okay, so thank you guys for tuning in this week. Oh, she went out. She's gonna come back in. Thank you guys for tuning in this week and every other week that you guys tune in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. So all everybody that's watching right now, make sure you press the like button. Press the like button. And I'll let my guests introduce themselves because we have a lot to talk about today. So everybody introduce themselves.
Hello everybody. I'm Lady A, Rose's best friend. And Tia's best friend too.
I'll say, please don't get her started.
I'm looking for I was she making a face already.
You already know. I'm Shatia. I'm the best friend too, slash sister. Bam and bam.
Okay. Okay, so it's still Aquarius season. So happy birthday to all the Aquarius. Tomorrow is whose birthday? Because it'd be TT's birthday is tomorrow and Asia's birthday is tomorrow. So happy I was about to say anniversary Eve. Well, it is your birthday anniversary, so
Anniversary of life, Eve.
right in your anniversary of life. So happy birthday Eve to TT in Asia. Uh, China Tia was the fourth person in the group. If you guys
She
say
really was. She really is.
Thank you, China.
Trinity Joe. Yep, it's her birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday to the other two Aquarius. I'm gonna be it's so many of us, you know. Okay, so we're gonna get right into the hot topics. This is breaking news right now, you guys. This just happened. 60 people are reportedly unalived after American Airlines collided with the Black Hawk helicopter. So this just happened. Let me see. Devastating tragedy has struck as reports confirm that American Airlines flight collided with a Black Hawk helicopter, resulting in a loss of at least 60 lives. Four people was pulled from the water, though. Details surrounding the crash are still emerging, but the impact has left authorities scrambling for answers and families mourning the unmanageable. Oh my gosh! Emergency response teams are on the scene and investigating is underway to determine the cause of the event. Our hearts and prayers go out to the victims and the loved ones lost in this. And if you guys seen the video, because it just happened, the helicopter flew into the airplane. It literally flew into it. For everybody that haven't seen it, it literally flew into it. And I just don't understand how air control didn't see that coming or anything. So it seemed fishy to me. I don't
Yeah,
know.
unless that's an intentional attack of some kind,
That's what
like
I'm saying.
9/11 was. That them planes flew straight into them buildings.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was when I seen it. It was 5 minutes before the show, so I couldn't even upload it. The helicopter literally flew right into the airplane.
My goodness.
I'm like, this country is just out of control. Hi, Sophia. So that was just breaking news right there for you guys that didn't know. So after this go off, you guys can look into that. So this is my first hot topic that I have to talk about because I just don't understand. China said, but can't they see that on the radar? That's what I'm saying. Where was air traffic control? Like, I don't understand how they didn't see that coming. That's why I said it seems
They
intentional to me.
right.
It seems just
Yeah,
to me
that
because it
does.
ain't no way. And then that was a DC police helicopter.
Mm.
Come on now.
You know what? This year we're gonna be suspicious of everything with that.
Yeah,
That
I am because that don't make sense how traffic control did. I mean, it literally went into it. Like on it seemed like it was on purpose. Helicopters you can see. It's not like it's I don't know.
yeah.
We'll see how this pans out. So the next thing I want to talk about, I know everybody's seen this too, was the Detroit rapper Dake Demas files discrimination lawsuit against the Lyft after the driver allegedly refuses her service due to her size. So for you guys that have not seen it, you know, I put it up for you guys. And then you guys tell me what you guys feel about this.
Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
For every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL instead.
You know what? I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough. I get the money and flip it and make time food. Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like a Lyft might be hurting.
Okay. Before anybody try to come for me, we can say what we want to say. Like, we can say what we want to say. First of all, Beverly said, wonder who was on the plane. But where is the lie? This is for the car. China, oh. I mean, he has every right. No shoes, no service kind of thing. Exactly. Yes, Nita. Wow. So I'll go first. Then I'll let you ladies go first. I feel like Lyft is a contracted driving service. They have the right to refuse anybody. And the man was being so nice to her, saying, ma'am, he'll cancel this. She can get her money back. He said the thing I think he messed up on was when he said his tires were tired. I didn't know what that meant. Like, what does my tires are tired mean? Like, are they bald? And then his car sounded like it was on his last leg too. But girl, you cannot fit. I don't know if it was a Corolla because they keep saying it was a Corolla. Then some people were saying it was a Benz. Whichever it was, she did need to get an SUV because if you've seen other videos of her, because you know people pull it up, she's in SUVs and in the back of wagons and stuff, station wagons. So, ma'am, I don't think that you would have fit in that car, and I think that she really was just trying to get herself out there so people probably can know her better. Because it's not no way that man was not being mean or nothing. How do you guys feel about it? I feel that airplanes, if you're a certain size, you got to get 2 seats. There's weight limits on elevators, all kind of stuff. So why can't somebody say you can't fit in the back of my car? I feel like he was nice, and I don't feel like Liv should have fired that man or nothing. I think it's a learnable mistake. Like maybe he should have never said nothing about his tires, but I feel like he had the right to tell her that he was canceling it. Some people would have just drove past her and canceled it. So I feel like that man was not doing nothing wrong. I feel like Liv should not have to pay or anything. What do you guys feel about the situation?
I mean, at the end of the day, that is that person's personal vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the right as an Uber driver, Lyft driver, you know, the contracting work to refuse anybody. You know, and I agree with you. He was being as nice as he possibly could be to her, and she should have known better. She is aware of her size, so she should have ordered the appropriate type of vehicle to get her wherever she needed to go. And I don't believe Uber or Lyft or whatever that was owes her anything.
Yeah, and she keep on saying she never orders Lift XL. She always get that size. Like, I don't believe that.
Yeah,
I
she
just don't
lying.
believe it. What
She
do you
lying.
think, Shatia?
I think
She a
she lying. She got to be getting big cars, and he gave her money back, so she order another car. He had a right to say what he wanted to say. Like, she was not finna fit in that car.
At all. Even if he pushed the seats up and then you would have been uncomfortable. Like, why not order a minivan or a SUV? Like, I don't know. Nikki said he don't want to be on flats. His car, it would sound like it was on his last legs. I'm telling
Yeah, that
you.
car was real loud.
She was already having
It was,
she was already having asthma attacks
yeah,
and
it
wheezing
sounded
before
like
she
it
got
was
in.
a tractor. Like, it sounded like it was on his last legs. Trying to say, and it's my car. His car, his rules. Not for the shaming by far,
Absolutely.
but this was a safety concern and hazard. Exactly. It was safety control, and so I don't know.
Bye, girl, bye.
Right.
Right.
I just we gonna see how this pans out, because I can't see Liv having to pay for that. Like, he was so nice, but he probably should have just, when she kept on trying to bait him in, he should have
Roll
just
out.
probably been like,
He got end the discussion. I'd have skirted out of there like, I'm not letting you get in my car, and that's it. Bye.
he was so nice to her. So I just feel like she's doing too much. And like I said before, everybody is so happy nowadays. Everybody is so happy. So happy. So now this is her reason. I can't believe that lawyers actually took this case. So maybe they think that it can. He said never leave. But what do you mean never leave? I would have. Because look at it now. He's probably out of a job. I think they said that he got fired.
I hope
It's because groceries are so high. It's like, well, I will see how this pans out, because if I was her, I would have did this, because to me, she's getting more bad press than good press. I don't know. Okay, so we'll see how that pans out. Now we're going to talk about Trump. I feel like I'm gonna have to talk about him every week in his shenanigans. Okay, so Trump explains the expedited removal of nationwide ISIS. You know that's going on. January, Department of Homeland Security expanded its expedited removal process, allowing Immigration and Custom Enforcement, better known as ICE, officers to rapidly deport undocumented individuals nationwide without hearings before an immigration judge. There are over 3.7 million active cases pending before 71 immigration courts in the U.S. Did y'all know that? I was like, that's a lot. So this is going on now, and they have they also have it to where if you call their tip line and you give them illegal immigrants, they give you $750 for each person.
Wait, word?
Yeah, Alondra.
You already knew who I'm thinking about, Tip.
Girl, yes, they give you $750 for each person, but they're saying that they come if they come like at the schools, they're giving out paperwork to what to do if ISIS come up there. If they come to your house, you can ask them if you could ask them for the legal papers, if they have a warrant. If they say they have a warrant, have them slide it under their door and make sure a judge has signed it. You do not have to open your door or anything. And they said they use scare tactics to say like, oh, you were a victim of identity theft, or we're looking for a crime or whatever, just to get you to open your door to come outside so they can get you. So they telling you, you don't have to answer your door. You don't have to answer your door.
Well, I have a question. So how do you verify that somebody is illegal? Because that's just, to me, I don't agree with that at all wholeheartedly, because that's a way to racially profile certain groups of people,
Mm-hmm.
and especially Hispanic people. It seems that they forget them is not the only type of immigrants. There's
Right.
Vietnamese, there's Africans, all kind of people, but everybody shines a light on Hispanic people because I believe they're probably the largest group of immigrants. But how do you even know? Like, I could be living 20, in our neighborhood here is predominantly, or even in the city, is predominantly Hispanic. I don't know who's illegal or not. They've been living across the street from me for 20 years. So
Right. And
how
you
do they
really
know
don't
that?
know. It was a man that was on the news the other day and said his wife had been out here for 20 years and she had just got her appointment to be a citizen. But I was thinking in my mind, like, why did it take 20 years? But they took her out of their house.
Wow.
I feel the only
See,
people I
that's
really feel
nice.
sorry for are the children, like how they going up to the schools and stuff and taking the children, because they didn't have nothing to do with this. Like, I feel more sorry for the children.
And again, 9 times out of 10, wouldn't you think these children were actually born in the U.S.?
Well, they said it don't matter now, even if they was born in the U.S. He signed that law to where it do not matter now.
Well, Trump, get your wife out of here then.
That's what I said. They need to be right.
She wasn't born here.
I was just about to say that's the first place they need to be is at the White House to get your wife. So, like I said, they said if agent shows up to your door, don't open the door, but be calm. You have rights. Ask what they're there for. Ask if for an interpreter if you need one. If they ask to enter, ask if they have a warrant signed by the judge. If so, ask to see it through a window or slip it through the door. If they do not have a signed warrant by a judge, you may refuse to let them in. Ask them to leave information at your door. If they force their way in, don't resist. Tell everyone in the residence to remain silent. If they arrest you, remain silent. Do not sign anything until you speak to a lawyer. So they said, even though they getting on trains, buses and everything, they say if they ask you for your ID on a bus or train, you do not have to give it to them or anything. So I don't know how they really can find out who is illegal or not. I really don't understand how.
And that's really scary though, because they could just say, "Oh, well, you look like an illegal."
Maybe with ISIS, just think if they're illegal and they have pending cases, those people probably have their addresses and everything there, and that's 3.7 million. They said cases. So maybe that's how they're finding some of the people, but I don't know how we would be able to call the hotline like, oh, I know where an illegal immigrant is at. Run me my 750, because we don't know.
Right.
We don't know.
I would never do that though.
I would never even do that.
I wouldn't
like,
do that.
It ain't even that serious. And then like me and Nikki was texting about before, those people that y'all getting rid of, those are the people that's working at the farms and all that, that's picking all the fruit and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. We ain't about to do that. So why can't they stay here if those are the people that's making an honest living? It's not like, that's why everything is about to go up. I feel like if they out here working and doing what they can do, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with them being out here. I feel like it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I don't either. I think that what they should do, the people that are here, they're here.
Yeah.
Okay? Deal with what we have here. Now, where it gets sticky, the ones that, maybe we should limit or stop people from coming in here. I do think that we don't need no more. We don't need no more people unless you're going to come over here the right way and go through the proper channels, because we got enough of the undocumented situation already. Why keep adding to it? But they already here. Leave them alone. That's how I feel. Just leave them alone. Shoot.
Beverly said immigrants should give guardianship to a family member before they come. Nikki said,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, that is one. They are now trying to say Native Americans are not Americans. So I am not shocked with anything this administration is doing. I didn't even hear that one yet. That's crazy. They're not asking for documents. I need to tattoo my birth certificate on my thigh. They're taking Black people too. Well, I'd be like, well, try me if you want. I'll be the next one soon. Many people are using the hotline.
Where are you gonna take me? You don't even know where I came from.
Right. Y'all brought me over here.
Because I don't either.
Yeah, y'all brought me over here. So where y'all gonna deport me from to?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Where they gonna take them?
They that about a bitch? You brought us over here and then gonna try to return us after how
Yeah,
many
return
400
the sender.
years
Now,
it is?
now you want to
Right.
return the
No,
sender?
no.
We here to stay. Juanita said many people are using the hotline to report Elon Musk, so they shut it down. Are you serious, Juanita? I didn't see that one either. I'm going to start. Beverly said I'm going to start my own garden. I wish I could. I would too, but I'd be scared of worms and stuff. Yes, I'm getting ready for my 40 times 100-foot garden. I ain't about to spend my whole check on veggies. I'm gonna have you on here, Nikki, soon because we want everybody for you to come on here and talk about your ranch and all the stuff and what we need to do to get ready. Take my family at least here. China.
Oh, China.
I'm not finna do this with China. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
That ain't right, China. They've been here a long time. Come on now.
TTG. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, sir.
I was just talking about planting gardens with my son today. We went to the Dollar Tree and I seen seeds and I was like, we're gonna start planting us. I've been wanting to do that anyway.
Y'all can do it out there,
I've
but
been scared
up
of
here it's too hot.
Yeah.
Well, for all y'all that want to turn in people, y'all make sure that they really illegal. Y'all get $750. That could be something where you come up on. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna get into is Target announced it's scaling back a DEI. And in their statement that happened 5 days ago, they said many years of data, insight, and listening and learning have been shaping this next chapter in our strategy. And as a retailer that serves millions of consumers every day, we understand the importance of staying in step with evolving eternal landscape now and for the future. So they are scaling back on their DEI. And I went in there literally the next day just to see, because usually Target has a whole Black History section where they have books, outfits, shirts, and everything. Nothing. So is y'all still gonna be shopping at Target or what? Because y'all love to be at Target. And then some of the people that have their products in there, like Tabitha Brown and other Black owners, they were telling us that if we don't shop at Target to get like their stuff, is gonna make them lose out on money. But I'm feeling like, well, y'all should be selling y'all stuff on a website too, not just through Target. Because, I understand what they mean, but it's like, if we don't stand for something, like, come on now, they playing in our face because they know we gonna probably still shop there. But they have a whole list. They still have a whole list of places that's scaling back on the DEI, not just Target. So these are some of the places: Target, Walmart, all Meta platforms, Amazon, McDonald's, Ford, Lowe's, Harley Davidson, and more. So all those people are doing that. They said they stopping it. Anything that had to do with LBGT or anything, like, they not doing none of that no more.
Wow.
So it was like, what did y'all do that for in the first place? Well, I guess they had to, but still, it's like, so y'all really did not want to do that, and y'all took it off fast. I'm telling you, Target do not have it. And at first I was telling my cousin, I was like, well, I wonder, do they not have it because it's not February yet? But they put everything up early, so it would have been up early. It's February this week. So y'all can do what y'all want to. If y'all still want to support these places, we need to start, Black people need to start their own online businesses and everything. Because just think, everybody go to Target, they go to Walmart, everybody uses Meta platforms, everybody use Amazon. And Elon Musk show us how much he hates us daily. And we still making him a billion.
Meanwhile, I'm still getting packages on my porch
every day.
Yeah.
Me too.
So y'all, what you say, Tia?
I said, me too. I still get Amazon packages.
China, you is scandalous. And when I get up to after turning in, I don't want to hear anything. Oh Lord. China, no, don't do it. Boycott these businesses. Poor Tabitha Brown. I feel sorry for them, but I feel like they should have other platforms that they selling their stuff on. I'm gonna be honest.
With Tabitha Brown, that one man.
Everybody.
tried to tell her to diversify what she was doing instead of just going with Target. And then everybody, I forget what the man's name was, but it was on exchange on Twitter between her, and this other. Gosh, I wish I could remember his name. But he was telling her his delivery was not the best. But yeah, now look what's happening to her. Like, he was
she
trying
was
to put
saying
her
that
up on
it's
some
not
game,
easy.
but
yeah, she was saying it's not easy for people to just pull out of their contracts. Like, you can't just pull out of a contract with these people. Like, you gonna owe them money. She was like, but like her contract, she said, is up next year, and then she'll go from there. But you can't just pull out of a contract. So I understood when she said that. China said, I'm gonna be honest, I'm still gonna be at Target. Walmart being rolled back DEIs, and no one said anything. That's what somebody else said. I just was like, when they said that, I'm like, dang, when they said that about Target, because I still go to Walmart more. I was like, well, I'll just be going to Walmart like I did. But then when I found out Walmart did, I'm like, dang, where am I supposed to go?
and then
And Amazon is the same thing. It's like, what do we do? Can we boycott them for a week or two? I think even if we did that, if we boycotted them for like a week or two, Black people spend a lot of money. I think that it would show what we can do, and they would have to stop doing that. Even if we just stop for a little bit, even if we stop for a couple of days, I think it would show. I honestly do. Tia, you still shopping there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord. All these folks have been waiting to try to come down us. They've been waiting this is just the beginning, and I believe that too, because it is just January. I will be getting ready to sell my t-shirt, sweaters, and hats for the ranch. Okay, Nikki, let us know. Hey, twin, I thought you was on the airplane already. She's going to the DR for her birthday. China said, exactly, Tia. Well, y'all let me know how y'all feel when they go in there and they be treating y'all wrong. But I guess I'm going to still be at Walmart too until I find another place.
Right. I have to come up with a game plan first. Like, okay, where am I going to go?
Yeah, we got to come up with a game plan. Let's remember this, and we'll see where we can go next week. Okay, now I'm going to try to think of, this was a love story. I was like, let me try to put some love in this because it's just so much stuff going on. Hold on. Make sure all you guys that's watching right now to press like, please. This is a little love story.
Wanna be part of the symphony? Will you hold me tight and won't let go? Symphony, like a love song on the radio. Will you hold me tight and won't let go?
Okay, so the backstory to that, you guys, is that his girlfriend was stuck in the Atlanta snowstorm traffic on the freeway. So he ran to be with her so she wouldn't be in traffic all those hours by herself. Ain't that sweet?
That is sweet.
So that just lets you know, if a man really want to be with you, they'll be there. He running in the snowstorm to be with his girlfriend. So he's a keeper. He's a keeper.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was it. Oh, Asia said in 10 minutes. China said, I was there today. I love shopping with the white people. Yeah, that's who you gonna be with, because they looking at us sideways.
Not all of them.
Nikki said that she would ship veggies and meat, everybody. Laugh out loud. That's nice. The only thing I got for the video is that she was at Target while her boyfriend was running in. China, no, don't. He still ran to her. He ran to her when she got out of Target because she was in traffic after that. So that lets you know, if a man really want to be with you, he will. He ran in the snowstorm to be with her. Okay, so now we're getting to the main topic. Yeah, she is on the road. Nikki said, laugh out loud. Asia said, China is on the road. Yeah, she is on the road.
A full
China,
roller coaster.
Are you having a cocktail with us, China? Because you are on the road tonight. Like you like you on some dark liquor or something. The main topic for us tonight is running back or bend the block, as they say. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. So the first person I wanted to talk about, these two people that we have up here, Alondra and Shashia, they have been the block and had a successful bend the block. That's what we're talking about. Successful bend the blocks, not unsuccessful. Okay, China said I had 2 cut waters. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the first one was Tia Mari. Y'all know that. Okay, I'll give y'all the background on her. Tia Mari, for the people that don't know, is the girl from Sister, the twin. That's the one that was on the show. Oh, what was the name of that show?
The Game.
The
The
Game.
Game.
Because I was like, I can't remember the name of that show. She was on The Game. Now she was married to her husband for 14 years. Then they announced their separation in October 2023. Their divorce was final in 2023. She met him when she was 18 years old. That was her first love. That's who she lost her virginity to at 25 and everything. Now, just think she did a reality show and everything, trying to find love with Tia. All that. And she seen that the grass wasn't greener on the other side and how raggedy the dating pool is now. What kind of fish are in there? Like, it's only tilapia in there. Like, it's bad fish. Now, she has reconciled with her husband to be back together. The second one is Ashanti and Nelly. Now, we all know that Nelly and Ashanti got together in 2023 after dating from 2003 to 2013. They reconnected at the Versus concert. And for everybody that was watching that concert, y'all remember when he floated across that stage to Ashanti and to give her a hug and all that. And after that, it was like they was together. So now they're married and they got a baby. A successful bend the block. So for my people in the comments, do you believe in bending the block for a successful one? Not for somebody that was toxic and all that. But I feel like sometimes you could be with a person at the wrong time in your life and then you can meet back up and it's perfect timing, like how their Ashanti and Nelly was. And even Tia Mari, she's seen that the grass ain't green on the other side. So you ladies can tell your stories and in the comments, let me know what you bend the block. Go ahead, whichever lady wants to go first.
Oh, I'll go first. I had me and Sean, we got married in 2005, and it was like around our 7-year mark. That's always, to me, I feel like that's the rough patch. The 7-year mark is always like, that's the testy. And we separated, and we were separated for 4 years. And we got back together, and we've been together ever since. Moved to Texas. That was our thing. We wanted to start over. We wanted to start over fresh, move out of California, and we moved to Texas, and everything went great since then.
See, a successful bend the block. Hold on, Alondra, before you tell your story.
Okay.
She says, Tilapia said you disrespectful to them, bro.
Right.
They better than the
men. They better than the men out there.
Tilapia lives matter.
Right. Okay. She got beside herself like too many do. She talking about Tia. She got beside herself like too many do. People really need to stop and learn and value love. She just needed a hall pass real quick. I feel like she did too, but I'll come back on her. I feel like, because that was her first everything. So to me, when people get married and that be their first everything, I do feel like they need to test the waters. She should have never got a divorce. They should have just got separated and then let her see that these men out here is raggedy, and she would have came back just like she did, but they wouldn't have to go through a divorce and all that. So China said, no. She said, I spent the block to my husband, then we got married. She said, love y'all, love story, Tia. You look very happy. Nikki said, nope, I would not. I got everything I needed and ever wanted. It is always something about moving forward. China said, what's the difference between spinning the block and not rekindling a friendship that went sour? Oh, that's a good question, China. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. Okay, we gonna come back to both of those, China, yours and Asia's. Okay, Alondra, you tell your spin the block story.
So my thing was I was with my boyfriend that I'm with now and my son's father when we were 15. So we met each other like in 95 and had the, typical, we went the course of like the young kid relationship, and we didn't end on bad terms. It just ran its course. Um hit that, so that was like in 95, 94, 95ish. And then like he went away, I moved away, had different jobs, we grew up, matured. He got married, he has, children with his ex-wife. I got married, had a child, um left. And then when I met up with him again, it was just a coincidence meeting. Like I was fresh out of a really bad relationship I was in, and my sister convinced me to go to this comedy thing. She was like, "You've been sitting in here just being sour. Let's go." And it was kind of like how Ashanti and Nelly looked. Like he walked in there, and I didn't even want to go to this place. And he said, we talked about it later. He was like, I wasn't gonna go that night either. So I guess the stars aligned. Like once he saw me and we started talking and just catching up because we hadn't seen each other in a long time. And he sat down next to me, and he'd been sitting next to me for the last 5 years or so. And so our spin block thing was cool. We've matured, we're grown up, and it's really cool because I got to know him and him know me as a teenager, and now we're at our big age now. So, and it's working out for us. Are we perfect? No, but it's cool. We have a good understanding. We're friends. We don't argue. I think because we both have been in, marriages and situation. So we're coming at it from a more mature standpoint now, and it's been working out. I don't have too many complaints with him. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. A good man, I should say. He's a good man.
See, that's good. Okay, so we're gonna answer some of the questions in the comments. Hold on. Gwenita gonna say it depends on how wide the block is. Gwenita. Okay, so with Melanie, do y'all think she got besides herself? Do y'all think she got besides herself and went too fast and got a divorce?
I wouldn't say she got beside herself, because sometimes you just you never know what happened with them to even go sour like that. She probably was just hella pissed off, because like with me and Sean, I was mad. Like the first couple of years, I told myself I wasn't gonna talk to him no more. So you never know how mad she was. She probably just was like she didn't want nothing to do with him.
And well, she was saying that on her reality show, she was saying that she felt like she was in a relationship by herself. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, they probably just needed to like
a separation.
they
just needed to separate.
Like a separation that kick starts it that way. When you and somebody face and you're married every day, you start to not appreciate that person for who they are. And then when you separate from somebody and you get back together, you start seeing all the little things you take for granted in that person. And maybe that's what she got to see, and change. He got to see that in her. And then, like you said, it's raggedy out here being single. Like he wasn't that bad in the first place. Let me go and get my little
especially in California too. Like you dating in California, like it's real raggedy. What the hell? Okay, so that was her. Asia said she was getting beside herself. Hold on, what was the other one? I think she got. Yeah, Nikki said the same thing. She was angry, then came down. Okay, exactly. Where she said, exactly, separated, not divorced, step away and rekindle, appreciate, etc. I believe. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so China said, what's the difference between spinning the block and not rekindling a friendship that went sour? Who wants to go on that one first?
Well, I'll go because I can say, in my situation, like I said, we didn't end on bad terms, so there was nothing that went sour. So there was no animosity. I think the difference is if you have anger or animosity, sometimes you can't spin the block on situations like some other past. Well, only one relationship I can say I know I will never, ever, ever spin the block on him. He was
Okay,
from
what I wonder, okay,
tip to
trying
head.
to clarify it. Are you talking about and now rekindling a friendship that went sour? Are you talking like a friendship with your friend or a friendship with a guy? Clarify that for us real fast. So we can know how to answer that question. But I think what's the difference if she's saying it like I think she was saying with a friendship that's like a friend. I think the difference in that is that we put more standards on our friends than we do a relationship because
Yeah.
we feel like in a relationship, like we say, a man is always gonna do something, so I don't put nothing past them. But a friend, you hold them to a higher standard. So you wouldn't think a real friend would do something like that to you. So once a friend cross you like that or do something real foul to you, you don't want to rekindle anything with them because you feel like you was my friend and you did that to me. So why would I want to do that? But I do feel like we should probably make it equal because a man is. Yep, that's what I said. I knew I was answering it right. So China said, I think sometimes women are quick to forgive a man, but when it comes down to friendships, yeah, I was reading it right, China. I was just making sure.
Sure.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying because we hold women are friends to a higher standard than a man. I that's what I think. That's what I think. We
That's
hold them to
true.
a higher standard because we feel like you know how I feel. Friends always talk and do whoopty whoop whoop. I've had a lot of close friends that I will not fuck with no more. It's because like you didn't did this to me and me and you was tight. You know me. And just like a man know you too, but I hold you to a higher standard. I don't feel like you would ever do that to me. A man, on the other hand, I don't put nothing past y'all. So when we break up, it's just like you was gonna do that anyways. But a friend, you don't feel like they would do it to you. So that's what I think. That's how I feel. So what about you, ladies?
Yeah, I do feel like we do that. Like we do hold our friends to a higher standard, but we do need to be a little bit more equal. I can honestly say that I really do need to be more equal because there's some girls that I done talked to and been friends with that I'd be damned if I talk to them again. And I done forgave some raggedy ass niggas before.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
true.
won't even forgive the friend. Like, fuck that bitch. But
Okay.
I done forgave some raggedy niggas. But I do need to do better. But God is working on me.
Yeah,
What
I think
about you, Amara?
it depends on how deep the wound is for me.
Mhm.
Like if that friend that I think both of them are put you in a vulnerable position to hurt you because you let them in. You let your guards down. So, but I do agree with the fact we do hold our friends to a higher standard. And we all need to do better with that. But me, friend or man, once you do me, I'm done. There
But
is
see, me,
not
I give
nothing
everybody a million chances. Y'all know me, but I'm doing better
you
with
do.
that. I'm doing better. I don't give people all
Yeah,
those chances.
you do.
Okay, so China said, oh no, Asia said, China, you're absolutely right, and it's ridiculous. China said, yeah, that's what I was saying. Juanita said, just because you spin the block doesn't mean the block didn't happen. One needs time to heal and process because all it takes is one thing and then bam, one of them partners easily brings up the past. Yeah, that's true. That
Yeah.
is true too. But
Yeah.
that's why communication is the key now too. Like y'all need to talk and communicate and let you know that all that is out your system. You cannot, if you say you forgive and forget and going to move on, you cannot bring that stuff up no more. Like that's what I
Mhm.
think mess people up when they say, "Oh, I forgive you, I forgive you," but as soon as something happened, and remember when you did this and whoop de whoop whoop, you can't do that. If you gonna, if that's the reason why y'all, most of the people that spin the block, I don't think like successfully. I don't think. Well, no, because Ashanti and Nelly broke up on bad terms. So I don't know. Yeah, you just can't bring up people no more. I guess you really can't bring up the past. Oh, I'm trying to say, let her send you a number real quick. So that's what I don't know. I don't know. What could be some?
I think you know that with the whole spinning the block thing too. It like I said, it depends on you. Must have really sometimes your love story. I guess it just isn't done.
Yep.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like what you were saying in the beginning, like the right place at the right time. You know, like mine, we were young. Now we older. Um, you know that sometimes you're just not done with that person, and like I don't, you know, it sounded like Tia Mari was on some Donnell Jones "Where I Want to Be"
Right.
type stuff, or the husband was. I don't, but you know, then you try to come back, and sometimes that person is like, "Nah, you didn't left, stay gone." You know, and so that really that forgiveness, if there was a hurt, has to be real forgiveness because if
Mm-hmm.
you bringing up stuff that you know still hurt, it either still hurts you, which is fine, you're entitled to feel that, but you got to let that go if you really forgive somebody.
Yep. You do. That I feel that that's what messes things up is when you say you forgive and you really don't. But you have to be adult about it. A lot of people now. That's what I'm saying. You could have even been messing with somebody and you met somebody and they was in a relationship or something and they be like, dang, like if we met at a different time in our life, we would really be together.
Mhm.
And then they could get a divorce
Yep.
or something like that and y'all meet and then y'all be together. Like you just never know a reason for a person that spit in the block.
Yeah, I think really is
Mm-hmm.
timing. It really timing does matter. Timing matters.
Beverly said, once I'm done, I'm done. I just think it still depends on why you broke up and how you guys really feel. Because some people I really do feel like is meant to be together. It's just that sometimes they could, like we said,
Hmm.
their communication be off and everything like that. People need to grow up. They just need to grow up and figure like if that's the person that you want to be with, you have to make it work. You got to make it work and do whatever it takes to make it work. If you're going to spin
Yeah,
the block.
yeah, that's true. Because like when me and Sean, it was just like we was young. I wanted what I wanted. He wanted what he wanted, and I just was like, if we can come to agreement, I had to realize that I needed to change my own self. So it took that 4 whole long years.
Accountability, Shatia.
I really did. I really did. I
All
had to
right,
really.
sis.
It took a minute. It took mommy to be talking to me and all of that, and I was like, well, you know what? I do need to change. And so when I changed and I seen that he was changing, then I was like, all right, we can do something.
And then did y'all go to counseling or y'all didn't?
Yeah, we went to counseling, and then that's when they was like really kind of telling us about the communication. That be the hardest thing,
It be the
because
communication
Yes.
is the number
it's
one thing for breakups. Is communication. Is
yes.
communication fine and finances is neck and neck. But
Because when you ain't got no money, y'all
Yeah.
just at each other throat for no reason because y'all both broke. But the communication is a lot, especially like just how how girls think, and they just automatically think that the guy think like that, and it's crazy because they think totally opposite to
totally
that.
opposite. I don't think in 2025 women think that men think like them anymore. Like we know that they do not think like us at all.
Right, because it can be
With all
like
this sassiness they do.
they
Sassy ass
sassing
men.
us now. They sassing us. Yeah, no, it's crazy because it really communication really is the key, because that holding back and not talking and all that don't do
Mm,
nothing but just make it worse.
it does. It does.
Let me read some of the comments. Forgiveness doesn't cause you to always have a rekindle, but do each his own. No, I don't think forgiveness. You can
No.
forgive somebody and be done with them. You
Mm-hmm.
can completely be done.
Yep.
But we said if you wanted to be back with them, you have to forgive and move on. But I no, you can. I feel like you should forgive somebody if they hurt you and move on, because when you holding on to that bitterness and stuff, you the one that's gonna be hurt. They probably gonna be living their best life, and you still bitter about whatever went on in your relationship, and they out living their best life. So I feel like you do need to forgive to heal to move on. But that absolutely does not mean that you have to be in the block at all. I don't think so.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
love
because
from a
think about how
distance.
many times we get dudes. You get dudes that want to spin the block on you, and you out here flourishing, you living your life or whatever. I mean, in my experience, I've had a couple of experiences where I went on and moved on. Like I said, I'm done. I'm done. This is probably it. It had to be the right person, the right timing for me to spin the block. Like when I got back with my boyfriend, it was the right timing. I wasn't ready to date anybody. I don't think I would have trusted anybody, but I was comfortable with him because I knew him and his actions. He came and did some big things in my life, and he didn't even know that that's what he was doing. So I think God aligns all the stuff that needs to happen when it happens. But these men that try to spin the block after, like Tia and her husband, you remove yourself, and like I've had it got to now I see you done moved out, and I see how you used to always have my work clothes ready for me and dinner cooked when I come in there, and I'm like, yeah, but you want to be out here acting a fool, so enjoy your unwashed clothes now. And I done took the washing machine when I left, so you can't even wash and all that. You didn't want to appreciate it was mine, so I took it. So them kind of things, it's not spinning the block ain't always the best idea. And I forgive him. I don't care, I care if he lives or dies, maybe, a little bit, but there's no possible way. And I forgive him because wasn't for him, it was for me. I had to move on, and I'm happy with somebody else. Like he's like, well, how did you turn around and be with somebody else and have a baby? Guess what? Because that man treated me way better and treats me better than you. All the way better.
Asia said forgiving requires healing, maturity, growth, and seeing how you may have contributed to work on self too. Yep.
That's
yep.
true.
I think people don't, that's one thing people don't do, because I think a lot of people break up and they just be mad and bitter and they hold on to their resentment, and you gotta let that go. That's why I be telling everybody journal or go get therapy or something. Like you cannot let that person take control of you like that. Like I had to learn how to quit being mad at people too, because I would be mad. I know how to, once I do get mad and be done, I know I can hold a cold grudge. Like I remember I had wished one of my exes, I was like, I hope that you get ran over by the airplane.
Oh,
and I was serious.
just vicious, just vicious.
He deserves that probably.
Right. I
I'm
was
just gonna
just
say
like,
that.
I hope you get ran over by an airplane. Like, and I'm serious. I remember my cousin Faye was like, Rashonda, you don't mean that. I was like, yes, I do. Like, yes, I do mean that. Like, can't nobody tell me I don't mean it. I do mean it. Then when God worked on me,
In that moment, yeah.
God worked on me, and I was
In
like,
that
I don't
moment,
feel
you
that way anymore. But still, that's how I felt at that time, and couldn't nobody change my mind. He said, it's effed. Yeah, it really is out here. Nikki said communication, money, and sex will make or break a relationship. The three things. Those are the three things. It is all those things right there: communication, money, and sex. And I don't understand how some men don't get that. Like you try to communicate with them, they don't want to communicate, they don't want to talk. But then when you act like that, they act like it's a problem. But like you need to talk about everything that's going on. You have to talk about that. Money. If we're not making no
You
money,
know what I discovered though,
huh? You can go, Alondra.
with the communication. This I discovered. And I learned this in this relationship I'm in. Sometimes when you have disagreements and stuff, the man don't want to talk right when we want to talk. Well, at least I could say for my boyfriend, we can get into it or whatever, have a little tiff, and he don't. It's not sometimes I've realized it ain't that he don't want to talk about it. He don't want to talk about it when I want to talk about it. I want to get into it right then. And he's like, I want to do it right now. And then I'll learn to wait a little bit. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to talk right now, which is actually good because tempers is going, I'm hurt or mad or whatever, and because he'll shut all the way down. And a lot of men will shut all the way down. They don't want to.
Oh, that is
talk,
true,
and he's
Alondra.
like
I
less
think
conversational. So you gotta wait some time and let him cook a little bit and let you cook, and then by that time you might have calmed down and cooler heads have prevailed. Like he'll get in the car and leave, and I'm like, bye. you know, and I'm texting paragraphs and all that. And I stopped doing that. I stopped doing it because then he's like, I ain't reading them damn paragraphs. And he told me, I'm not reading them paragraphs.
You don't gotta
You wasted all that
send
time.
paragraphs no more. You could leave voice notes so they can really hear it how they want to hear it. So yeah, that is
Yeah,
true. I
true.
think communication, and I think with us, yeah, was when we be mad, we be ready to argue right then. But sometimes I'm like R2, I'll be like, just leave me alone and I'll talk about it later. Because if I'm super mad, I know me, I'm gonna go for the juggler. Like I'm gonna say some stuff that's gonna have you
Go for the
ready
juggler,
to
yep.
unalive me. So just let me calm down for a second. Let me calm down, and then we can go back and talk about it, because we do. But when I'm mad, it don't be good for me to talk either, because I know I'll go 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
Laugh out loud, Alondra. Facts. Nikki said people don't heal, they jump from one relationship to the next without reflecting on self-awareness. That is so true.
So true.
This causes you to carry
Very
baggage
true.
to the next situation in life. We have to take time to heal. That is so true. Man, that one right there, that one is super true. People act like they cannot be
That's
by
a mic
themselves.
drop.
Yes, that one is super true right there. Like they really feel like they can't be by themselves. They leave one relationship and you be like, dang, wasn't you just with somebody a couple of weeks ago? Now you got a new boyfriend. Like, take time to be by yourself for a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
And it is going that's super true. I wish I could pin that. She said you better preach money, communication, and sex. She said a lot of men don't like to communicate. I think a lot of men don't like to, like Alondra said, but some of them do, but a lot of them don't. They be like, I don't feel like arguing. I don't want to argue.
Yeah.
It depends on if they in the wrong or not, to me, with that
Hey,
one.
boo.
Sometimes they in the wrong, I don't want to talk about it because they know they wrong.
Hey, boo.
Emotional intelligent. He says, slut it out mode. This must be, well, what country are you from?
He must be a troll.
Yeah.
Who is this cat?
He a troll.
Yeah.
Get him out the room.
Right. I'm like, what country are you from? Where are you from, Doughboy? Where are you from? Let us know. I think so too, though. I think a lot of people need to take time, and then but what he kind of said is true. A lot of people, when they, like for the women, they'll get out their relationship and will turn into a 304 and do all that stuff just because of them. So what he's saying do got a little bit of truth to it.
It's true. That is true. You know, like even with this situation, I took some time. It wasn't a long period of time, but I took some time. That's why I was like, when I met back up with him, I knew that I needed the time to be by myself, and he was really patient with me. Like we didn't start, being in a relationship right away. It was kind of fast after the initial our breakup, but it was faster than I would have liked to have been. But I'll say it was in God's timing. It was in God's timing, and it caused me something. I had a whole other baby from it. So,
yeah, that was not real unplanned.
Yeah.
That was God's plan.
Right, for real. So the lesson that we get out of this what's the lesson you guys got out of this? That you can bend the block and have a successful relationship. That you need time to heal. You don't take that to your next relationship. You need to forgive and forget. No, you don't gotta forget. You can forgive, because you don't have to forget. You need to. Sometimes you need to forgive and not forget, so you can remember. You need to remember what somebody did to you, so you will remember not to ever mess with them again. So you can forgive them, but I ain't gonna never F with you no more. Like, I forgive you, but it's a wrap, ma'am or sir. It's a wrap for you.
Yeah.
Boo said, my mom used to say, believe it or not, men don't like to be alone. That's another reason why they move on fast. Yeah, because I think men move on faster than women. They can have a girlfriend the next week. But nowadays, I feel like women do this, acting like men. We neck and neck with them now.
Yeah.
But baby, back in the days, men would move on fast because they didn't want to be alone. I feel like now it's a lot of stuff. Men don't want to be alone. Some of them don't got nowhere to live. It be all kind of reasons why.
Right. That part.
Anything you want to do.
Man in love, he homeless.
Shoot, you got to be with somebody so you have a roof over your head. It's cold now. You need somewhere to be. You need somewhere where it's heated. It depends on the person. I took a year away from a relationship. Yeah, it depends on the person, but I feel like some people need more than a year. They need more than a year because they really do need to reflect on what. You can't just always blame it on one person in a relationship. It's both of y'all sometimes. So
Right.
you need to reflect on what you did wrong too. So going into your next relationship, you won't do that to that person.
Yeah.
And I think another thing is people,
Right.
like I say all the time, people get in relationships too fast now. Like y'all don't even court anymore. Do you know what courting means? You don't even date no more. You just get right into the relationship and you don't even know that person. You don't know their dislikes and likes because y'all didn't take time to learn to know each other, to know if you would even be a good fit to go forward into dating. Y'all just start having sex so fast that y'all missed all the red flags and everything. I can say that for my own self.
Yeah.
So it's like you learn from everything. So I think that's a lot. When nowadays, as people don't get the time, they don't make the time to court to know if you really should be dating that person or not. I honestly think that's why a lot of relationships don't even last now. So you can't even have a chance to be in the block because y'all should have never been together in the first place.
Yeah, true.
True.
Oh, that's all for the show tonight. Do you ladies have any closing words that you want to let anybody know?
No.
Being in the block isn't always bad. Sometimes it works out.
What about
Yeah.
you?
And that's great. And I love that.
Yeah, that's true.
And I have a quote for this week. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. So everybody be their self because everyone else is taken. Don't try to copy someone else. Oh, Nikki said
I like that.
sex cloud in minds. Oh, sex clouds the minds. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
It clouds the mind. That's what I'm saying. You miss all the red signs. It's a full-on circus going over there. You missed all the red signs. You like, oh, I want to go to the circus. I want to go to the circus. And then you in there riding with the clown show, riding around on the bicycle. Right. You on a bicycle or you on that man with them stilts that's walking around. You a part of the circus act now. So you can't even be mad at nobody. Heal to thyself. Heal to thyself. Be true. Okay, so yep, that's all we have for tonight. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Tia and Alondra, for coming on and telling us about your Bend the Block experience. And we will be back next week. Make sure you guys like the video, whoever's watching it, like, share, and subscribe. And then I have another topic that I want to talk about real soon. Nikki, like I said, whenever you have time, I want you to come on and talk about the ranch and let everybody know how you guys got your ranch going and all that. Oh, China says she have a question. Oh God, here you go, China. She
Put
said,
your question, China.
She said, Tia, do you want the number or what? I mean, she is at church.
I'm okay, China.
She a church going woman now, so
I'm okay. I'm all right.
She's a woman of the cloth. Nikki, I want you to come on. I want to talk about it's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. So I'm gonna start putting the topics out there so people can come on and talk about it. China, you want to come on next week? What you want to talk about? Because you had a lot to say today. So
Yeah,
China, do you want to come on next week and talk?
Yes, China, come on.
And let me see. And then I will see you guys next week. Make sure you guys go out and celebrate with all your Aquarius.
Hey.
And we will see you guys next week. Oh, let me see. I think China came back. Oh, no, that's Nikki. She said, good night, ladies. Good work. Good night. You got to work in the morning. Good night, everybody. And I'll see you guys next week.
Good night.
I know that.